Please watch this video. There's a secret video I want to show you at the end of this video.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not transfer power to Kashim Shetima, the Vice President of Nigeria, before traveling. What if the plane crashed while traveling right now? God forbid, the plane had issue on the air and crashed and everybody died. It means that Nigeria will not be having a living president. This is the argument that is springing up from some quarters in Nigeria, especially the northern part of the country, where their own son, the power is not transferred to him before the main person or the number one citizens of Nigeria is actually traveling out. So these are the issues, these are the narrative that people are pushing here and there. But I will clarify you on what it is actually going on right now, the constitutional implication of what has happened or what has been happening, because people say that Kashim Shettima is an audio president. It's an audio president, meaning that he's just there as a figurehead. He's just there, not like even a spare tire. Before they used to say vice president in Nigeria is like a spare tire until the main tire bursts or has issue. That's when in office. Now it's not the spare tire in this regard. It's even quite higher than the way they rated Kashim Shetima right now. That is, he is just an audio president. You know what it means when you say that person have money, has audio money. But that is not what we are talking about today. We're actually talking about President Bola Tinubu traveling now to traveling out for a leave, because officially we were told that he has traveled for a leave, and some people say they cited the plane in the US, some say in France, some say in the UK. So we don't actually know where our president has landed, but he has gone on vacation. I don't know why people should be stressing themselves much about where he went to, but they say 10 days. So let's wait for the 10 days for him to return and all that. But that is my take on that. But practically, people are actually talking from different quarters that any time that president is traveling, power is not being transmitted or not being transferred to our vice president, especially in this administration. Because don't forget that it sparked argument the other day. President Bola travel, and Kashim Shettima was quite dormant, and the Nigeria was on not to run. And he raised the question that this is the second person in command, so if anything is happening to the major person, at least should be able to handle the office for him and all that. And I think this could be one of the issue that the Northerners are having with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But let me show you the constitutional implication of what is actually going on right now. And when you look at the section in our constitution under the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, the rule for transferring presidential power to the vice president depend on the circumstances. One, when the president is traveling or unable to perform duties temporarily absent. Section 145 subsection 1 says, whenever the president is going to be absent from duty, for instance, traveling out of the country or unable to perform his functions, he must transmit a written declaration to the president of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. So have we seen this? Have we seen this letter being written from president? Because the other day I posted a video. They say the guy actually commented that I'm always supporting bad things, supporting government, supporting it. No, I don't do that. I actually stay at the fence. I actually stay at the video to make sure I analyze issues as they come, and as I'm quite objective in reporting my reportage. But sincerely, and the constitution talk about once this is done, that once the letter is written and transferred to when this is done, the vice president automatically become acting president until the president transmits another written declaration that he has assumed office. So in all this, we didn't see Kashim Shetima in the picture. We actually saw about 5 governors yesterday and some other dignitary escorting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu out of the country, leaving their office vacant to escort president out of the country. Why president has entourage already, has people that the job are delegated to them to do this, to carry out this such assignment by escorting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or any president out of the country or wherever they are going to. But we saw about five governor of Imo State, governor of Lagos State, and some other governors left their office and actually went to wave off President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Though that is not, although Kashi Shetima was actually missing in this excursion, we don't know actually know what happened, but some no, they say in every rumor there is an element of truth. So I'm actually trying to be as much as possible to be precise and to be truthful and to be objective in reporting this to you so that you will know what is actually going on in our country. But we should not make our country, Nigeria, a laughable country to other countries in the world. We should do something in a civilized format. Yes, we should do some everything that we should do it in a very civilized format because you know Shetiman as a person and you know the region that you are picking him for before you went there to make strike agreement with him to become your vice president. But at the end of the day, the duty of vice president, and we have not seen him carry out some ceremonial duties. We have not actually seen Kashi Shetima handling any part of the crucial economic sector because when you were actually campaigning in 2023, Kashi Shetima came out boldly to tell us that he is going to be handling the security part of the economy so that Bola Ahmed Tinubu can do the other one and they will do it smoothly. But up to today, the security architecture in Nigeria has been bastardized. The people are crying. There is agony. There is pain. There is a unbearable situation in the northern part of the country, especially people of Benue are still crying till today. The Jaws, there is still rancor in Jaws between the tribes and the Fulanis and what have you. In Sokoto, people are crying out. Even the youth are carrying machete, carrying gun, and entry bush to fight Boko Haram by themselves. Hence, the government has failed them. Since you have made this statement, we actually believe that when you assume power, that things are going to change drastically in that setup. But at the end of the day, you guys promise us a renewed hope. But what we are seeing in other part of the country is a renewed attack everywhere. And Boko Haram is shifting base freely without any resistance from Nigeria military or Nigeria security. But they are trying their best because having gone to Israel to strike deal with them, I think they since then they are being improving. They are being improving. But the constitution says if the president fails to transmit the letter, section 142, subsection 2 says by the First Amendment 2010 provides a safeguard. If the president fails to send that written declaration, but he has been away or unable to perform his function for 21 days, the National Assembly can, by resolution, empower the vice president to act as president until the president send a written declaration that he has resumed. And the summary of all this is that the president is expected to formally hand over power to the vice president before traveling. That is the case. But for those of you that are saying no, there should be issue, there should be vice president should have assumed the post by force and all that. No, it's not by force. Constitution say that when it is 21 days and your president is not back to the country or is unable to function or act or work in his own duty, that after 21 days, the House of Representatives, the Senate can actually write or force the vice president to become the president of Nigeria. So please, let's just calm down. And if you know better, please, you can actually go to the comment section and drop this for us. Today is not a shouting day. Today, let's just take things easy with ourselves because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not in country and the country is actually hot already. So let's not be too hot about this issue. I see this issue as a not a minor one actually because it's an issue that make other countries to laugh at us, that make Nigeria a laughable Nigeria, that is demarketing Nigeria as we speak right now. But let's not take it in that form. Let's be civil in our comment and let's see how all these things will pan out because the way things are actually going in Nigeria is not some people are not proud to be Nigeria outside Nigeria. You can't hit your chest anywhere and say I'm in Nigeria and people will look you like an American because America they are very proud of themselves because of all of what they do. They want to become number one in that is what they pursue. And Nigeria, we don't even know what we are pursuing because the tribal lines between among us has eaten deep inside of us to the extent that even when a particular president is doing well, some other people from another quarter will say yes, they are maltreating them, just like what Gumi said to our president that was trying to eradicate Boko Haram and bandits in the northern part of the country. And he now said that Tinubu is targeting the Muslim leader in the country. Since the absorption of Tinubu as a president and Kashim Shetima as vice president, he has never handed power over to Kashim Shetima. Is it that he did not trust or no trust in Kashim Shetima? If he's not being trusted, why picking him as a vice president? Could it be this one reason that the Northerners are actually angry with Tinubu at every time he go for traveling and even generally angry at him because he's not taking their song along because a rumor fly out the other day that he's going to be dropped, and with every body language of APC and our old dear president, I think we could see the handwriting on the wall that Kashim Shettima is dropped already partially for 2020 to run with him for 2027, and this spark a lot of narrative from the northern part of the country and ask raising question of who is going to fill this vacuum of vice presidency for Bola Ahmed Tinubu 2027. But this is not what is not politics we are actually talking about today. We are actually talking the transfers of power and why someone that is so close to you, why is he not so trusted to the extent of giving him power? Because you chose him yourself. We are not the one that choose. Nigeria is not the one that choose Kashim Shetima for you, or is it that this whole scenario is it a gimmick again? Is it a prank from federal government for the situation surrounding this traveling? This is what we don't know. Don't forget, I've told you that this is a topical question that needs much answer and much explanation from people with vast knowledge and people that are quite politically inclined to go to comment section. Tell us what you feel about this actually this matter on ground, because there were some divide saying that president is even missing